Good afternoon, everybody. This is Mark here at Rainmakers Customs, and today we've got Doubel A'S Grant. We did a direct inject hi-fi receive upgrade to it, and went ahead and put a few of our little touches in on it. So kind of wanted to show you a little bit about it. We've got it right now just on a standard speaker. We're listening to some of the locals actually talk currently on this. And here in a minute we're going to go through, we're going to hook it up onto the dummy load so that we don't disturb anyone. But buddy, I wanted to let you know we've got your meter light changed out. We put the nice bright white LED in your display like you'd asked for. Checked all the controls and everything. Everything looks beautiful on it. We've got your receive upgrade done. We've got your hi-fi upgrade done. The direct inject. Now currently we're going to be using our stock mic as far as on that goes. And what I'm going to do is, now we may wind up a little bit of a squeal from the base radio. We're going to turn our base radio on here in just a short so that you can kind of hear a little bit of the talk back on it, or what the audio sounds like coming through it. So kind of giving you a little bit of a heads up as far as what we've got going on with this. Now, one of the things that I have seen about these particular type of radios, whether it be a Cobra 1000, or excuse me, a Cobra 2000, a 148 GTL, the Uniden, most any of these chassis, you're going to find that you're going to actually wind up turning your microphone a little bit higher as far as on your gains. You're going to actually use a little bit higher gain than what you will, like, for example, on the Galaxy radios. And part of that just has to do with the circuitry in general. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and unplug our external antenna. We're going to go over to our dummy load here. Now then, there's a switch in the back, which we'll flip it around and show you that here as far as towards the end of the video. Up is on, down is where you're going to use your stock hand mic. So we'll go through here. Like I said, I'll go ahead and show you what the transmit and everything is as well on it. But we're going to start out with just the basic audio. We're going to turn our bench radio on. Now currently this is just used key. I actually set up the circuitry to where it automatically disconnects your audio inside here. That way if you're running a power mic or something to key it up, or whether you're using your stock mic for your transmit button, you're going to be perfectly fine. So let's kind of get started here. Check 1, 2. Check, check. Make sure I've got it flipped here the right direction. Yep. I may have to flip over to the other output jack. Test 1, 2. Check, check, check. 1, 2. Okay. Test 1, 2. Yeah. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Unless I've got that turned the wrong direction there. Check 1, 2. Yep, there we go. Test 1, 2. Check, check. Test 1, 2. Check. Radio check. Back the mic itself off just a little bit here. Testing 1, 2. Check, check. Test 1, 2. Radio check. Testing 1, 2. Hopefully you can hear a little bit about the audio itself going through my mixing board. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and show you the overall drive and everything. So one moment. Okay. Let's see if we can get you in here. Take some of the lighting off maybe. Hopefully that'll help. Okay. Try to get these 2 meters here into it. Sometimes lighting is kind of a little bit of a pain as far as for the focusing. Try to get you a good picture here if we can. Okay, we're currently set up with a 25-watt slug, and PEP is what we have. Using our direct inject. Check audio. Hello, audio. Check 1 2 1 2 audio. So we got about 17 watts right there. Now if we turn the mic gain up a little bit hotter, as far as for our output, where we can get a little more drive. Check audio, audio. You're gonna see it pop up there to about 20. Hello, audio. So you got about 20 watts PEP, depending on how you drive it. Like I said, that is with our 25-watt slug and PEP. Okay, we've got our 10-watt slug here, and our bird average. That way you can kind of see what it's doing as far as on the average power. Like I said, it's kind of hard to get some of the lighting here just quite right. So we're going to be looking at the bottom scale here. Set approximately 2 watts, which is what you'd asked for. Hello, audio. Radio, audio. Audio, audio. Hello, audio. So, audio. So just a little over 8 watts bird. You know, depends on your voice. I don't have quite the right tone to be able to always keep it over there at that highest point. But like I said, I did go ahead and peak this thing out and did a couple of my modifications to it. We put your limiters back in place. I also went ahead and did an upgrade as far as to your primary output or primary filter cap to go ahead and help feed this radio just a little bit more power. That was one of the other things too that I wanted to go ahead and take care of for you. See if we can get our camera here back around. And I was actually using, like I said, my current microphone that I use as far as on mine, which is a Shure, and it is an SM27. We can get it to focus in here. Like I said, I just went ahead and ran mine through there since we didn't have your mixing board or anything. There again, you're going to have to set your own settings to what you currently like yourself. So let's move on here. I'll show you the back of the radio. Let's go ahead and shut that off. And undo the mic jack here. Make it a little easier on us. Okay. All right. So, like I said, we were using our external speaker that I use just for testing as far as here on the workbench. All right. So, went ahead and labeled your switch for you. Direct inject in the on position, which is up, down for off position. You got your regular mono jack that goes in there, so there should be plenty of room. Now these that I've been getting here lately, they're pretty stiff, so whenever you plug that in, you know, you're definitely gonna have a nice tight connection as far as on that. But like I said, everything went really well. Like I said, we've got it all set up for you. I tried to move this switch up towards the top to make it a little easier. Unfortunately, because of your circuit board and the components, I had to put it down kind of low. Same thing here. You know, I actually wanted to move this up just a little bit more. Unfortunately, just with the location and components again, because of the diameter of the jack itself, as far as being larger, a little harder. And I'll show you as far as what we used as far as on that. Like I said, I've switched companies on the jacks that I've been using. Here recently. And I mean, you can spend a fortune on these as far as that goes, but these are actually pretty good quality. These are about $2 a piece as far as from the company that I've been buying them from. But they've got a lot better thread, a lot better threading. The coating's a lot better. Your primary prong, as far as for your center, is a little stiffer. So, like I said, you're going to have a more positive contact. Some of these can range all the way up to $20, depending on what style you want to buy and whether or not you want to go to the gold-plated. Generally speaking, you're not going to notice that much of a difference. So, like I said, for the bang for the buck, these are the best ones that I've seen. You've got a nice heavy-duty ground going into there. I did go ahead and put a small suppressive choke in there, as far as that goes, to make kind of like a one-to-one input transformer, so that it'll take out any kind of harmonics or anything as far as off your main audio. And obviously, we left your feet on there. But yeah, this thing inside and out, Clay, this thing is definitely a beautiful piece of art. Like I said, nice and clean. Very little was modified on it. Like I said, we did talk about the couple little things, so we got you all taken care of. Your bright dim does still work. You're not going to notice a huge difference as far as on the dimming control, as far as for your LED, and that has to do with it being an LED. It takes a huge change in order to dim an LED, but if you look just right, you will be able to tell that it does make a slight difference. Your major difference is on your selector itself. So, like I said, you're all set up, big guy. We're going to go ahead and move that over to the side. We've already got your warranty sticker on here. Flip it around here. We can get some of the shadowing off of it. But like I said, we've got your warranty sticker on there. We've got it signed and dated like we always do on the inside. But you're good to go, big guy. I've got several more to do for other people. Everybody, we definitely appreciate each and every one of you as far as popping in here for what we've got going on. And want to say take care and God bless. Bump, bump.